Night Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we take a different band, different artist, and we listen to all of their records and we rank them from worst to best. We also give our biggest banger and biggest stinker from each one of those records, and we try to have a good time doing it. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And that's it. That's all I have for the boring intro. So what band are we doing today, Jeff? Go.
The Atreyus, like from the movie.
The Atreyu from the movie. Exactly. Now this band is from Yorba Linda, California, formed in the late 90s, and they put out, I think, 9 records at this point, and we're going to do the 9 records plus a few of their EPs, because why the hell not, and one of the compilations.
Sure.
Went out. So 13 in total. We'll get some of through these pretty quick, because some of these are just gross. So let's go with the worst Atreyu record, EP, whatever it may be. What do you got? Number 13, go.
It is the non-record compilation remix thing of Pronoia.
Pronoia Sessions.
Yeah. We shit talked this one last year, and I remember shit talking this one bad last year. And I remember talking about this last year and doing the same thing that I just did today and going about like 2 songs deep and like nope. Hard stop, not gonna happen. Move on.
Yeah.
This is fucking awful.
It is terrible. Yeah. I mean, it's also my number 13, so I'll just say that right now. Yeah, I mean, this came out last year. It's reimagined songs from their own catalog, as well as like 3 covers, I believe. And yeah, dude, it's just there are these acoustic versions of the songs, but they're just so over the top and just obnoxious.
They are reimagined. I'll give them that. They are reimagined.
Yes, exactly. Yes, they are reimagined. The popular one that came out last year was their cover of "Like a Stone" from Audioslave, and that was just. Come on, man.
So bad. It was so
like
stupid.
Brandon Soller, he's a good singer. I mean, even if you're not a fan of his singing, he's still a good singer. But even still,
singer. Not a great singer.
You can't go up against Chris Cornell. Come on,
it's silly boy talk.
Straight silly boy talk. So Pronoia Sessions, both are number 13. Because I have to choose a banger and I have to choose a stinker, even though I know you didn't do it.
Because I didn't know we were linking them.
You didn't know we were linking them.
I didn't know we were linking them. I mean,
we were linking them. Banger, if I had to choose one, which is still not a banger, is X's and O's. This is one of their songs from the Death Grip on Yesterday record. Not good. But, I had to choose something. So, Stinker.
Wait, that song is not good or that version is not good?
This version is not good.
Gotcha.
The actual song is a banger.
Good.
But this version is not good.
Girl.
Stinker, Warrior. The original version is awful. This version is even worse. So, it's just straight up bad. And Feldy actually didn't work on this record. They've been working with Feldy for several years now. Again, and
they don't need Feldy to fuck it up.
They don't.
We can do
and
it all
actually, fun little fact: they're recording a new record right now, and they're not using Feldy for this new record. They're using the same guy they used for this Pronoia Sessions.
Perfect. That's exactly what we fucking need.
Without Alex, yeah. Pronoia Sessions. It's awful. It's just not good. And I love this band. I fucking love Atreyu. But damn, dude, they have some bad records. But I really do. They're like a top 10 band for me. Atreyu's a top 10 band for me.
That's something. Those are words.
So number 12, what do you got for Atreyu? Go.
See, like, I don't think any of these are that bad comparatively, because I don't think, outside of maybe like one, I don't think they have any like perfect records. So therefore, like, I don't think they have any records that are so fucking bad. Like, they're just bad. But like, Baptized, my number 12, their 8th record.
Okay. Right.
This record is not very good. Like, right out the gate, it's fucking dumb. That intro, dude, Baptized, the title track, is a terrible song. It is not a good song. But like, over the course of this, and also like my other lower tiered albums, there are remnants of a fun, true Atreyu. Like the last part of Underrated, there's some of the like that's old Atreyu. Some of the faster parts of a couple of these songs, that's old fun Atreyu. I'm not saying like Atreyu has to stick to the fast aggressive shit, because they moved on from that pretty quick and made a career out of it. And a lot of the stuff is really, really good. And the album of the week we're going to talk about, it's not just a rehash of their first album, and that's cool. But overall, like, you're missing Alex, dude, and not necessarily
Alex
what he brought as a singer, because he doesn't sing, but like what he brought as a tag team with Brandon, and like that's the big thing. And a lot of the points like I'll make on the Curse It's like, damn, dude, that was a good fucking scream. That was a good growl, dude. That was just a good like counterpoint to what the singing is going on. Like what you did at the end of that is fucking boss, and you just do not have that anymore. And that's just something that you get from being in a band with somebody for 10 plus years, is you're able to like be a contrast to somebody else and know when to come in and know when to not scream and know when to let this guy sing. Like this is just stupid. This is dumb. Obviously they should not have been a band after he left. So whatever.
I know, right? Yeah.
Banger, Catastrophe. We got to pick something. This has a cool kind of like Horse the Band intro, that doodle 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 thing, the little synth thing. And there's a couple cool parts throughout, but it's stupid. Save Us, man. The way they sing parts of this song is fucking Los Angeles. The chorus from Los Angeles by Blink. I'm like, when will you save me? Like, dude, it fucking sounds like that.
Makes sense. It's all Feldy, baby. He's got his brand new little hands in there.
Obviously, Stay. I think Stay's their worst song. I think that is their worst song.
Or just on the record? I
think that is the worst song they've ever done.
Okay, that's fair.
I could not even fucking believe that exists. Like the reimagine stuff, I get it. Like you're trying to like reimagine. That's the fucking point of it. I get it. But Stay, fuck,
it's a pretty bad song. Yeah.
Trying to pass that off as like a closer, like a banger, like you're high.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it.
You're
all right,
high.
so my number 12 is The Beautiful Dark of Life. This is technically their 9th record from 2023. But in the end, it's really just a compilation of their last 2 EPs, of the 2 EPs that came out just before it. So Death or Glory. Wait, no. What's the record? The EPs are The Hope of a Spark and A Torch in the Dark. Those are the 2 EPs. That's what's on this record. I think there's maybe like 1 or 2 other songs that weren't on those EPs. But either way, this record is just not, dude, it's just not good. It's generic radio pop rock. So much of what Feldy does with bands, and he's been doing with bands for the last, I mean, honestly, since Blink's California came out in 2016 or 17, I don't remember now. But I mean, it's so much of that mid-tempo, big, huge jingle choruses, shit that's popular, or shit that you would hear like on an NFL like commercial break or something like that, like the transition music into a commercial break or back into the football game or something like that. And then you read more about it, and then Brandon Soller, the singer drummer of Atreyu, that's where he was making, that's part of his career as well. He writes jingles for like big sportscasters and networks and shit like that, thing like transition music. And that's pretty much what to me at least, that's what we're getting with Atreyu from In Our Wake until what we have now from the band. It's just their songs with huge choruses, the verses, everything else are just filler. It's just a means to get to the big chorus for about 25-30 seconds, and then you can take that out as a snippet and then give it to, a fucking, I don't know, some network TV show or something. Yeah. That's really what it is. Because I mean, a lot of these songs on these last 3 Atreyu records are just they have cool parts, but the songs themselves are just not good. They're not well structured songs. It's just the chorus, man. And The Beautiful Dark of Life is only that. Like, there are no moments on this record where I'm like, wow, this part was really fucking good. Yeah, the song may not be good, but this part was good. But this album has none of that. This album sucks. It straight up fucking sucks. Love the artwork though. I do love the artwork. Like the artwork post Alex leaving has been fantastic to me at least. But otherwise, the music has been awful. The videos have been terrible. But banger, if I had to choose one, Drowning. I still don't think it's a very good song, but I had to pick a banger. Stinker is Death or Glory. It's a heavy ballad. Brandon does this like rap vocal thing. I mean, at this point, he's the front man of the band. He does this rap vocal thing in the verses. It's fucking terrible. The hook sounds like pop country, almost worship music. It's just terrible. It's a bad song. And once again, I love this fucking band, but this record is terrible. Okay. Fucking terrible.
Sub 1.
Yo, 100% sub 1. Don't even need to listen to it. Sub 1. And we have a 3-point rating system where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to, 1 is a bad album, but give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. Sub 1. I give it a 1.9. 1.9, being generous.
You give
not 1.9. I'm sorry. 0.9.
0.9.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Sorry. 0.9. Yeah.
Yeah, it just sucks. Yeah.
So number 11, what do you got?
Same Beautiful Dark, Twisted Fantasy, Beautiful Dark of Life. I think this is better than Baptized, and I mean we're just gonna split hairs here as if like who gives a fucking shit. But here's like my pitch to why this is better than Baptize. Yes, there is way too much of that electronic shit in metalcore. Like the kids love that stuff now. Like every fucking band that is metalcore that comes out now has to have fucking a keyboardist and a guy that inserts like synth all over the record, program drums. It's boring. It's dumb. I don't get it. Fuck off. And I don't always, I guess like this is why I put it above Baptized, because sometimes I do like the rap rock, like Ronnie Radke shit. Oh, sometimes I do like it. So like a couple parts here, like Insomnia is my biggest banger. The biggest banger. It's not a fucking whatever. The song I chose to be a banger. Because this is one,
and we'll get into our top 10 Atreyu songs at the end of the episode, or the end of the main episode, or no, we should do it on this episode.
We didn't even tell you. Didn't tell me to do that either. Is that just a thing we're doing forever now?
Well, I'm gonna do it. I sent you my top 10 earlier this morning.
I assumed like, oh, finally he's not doing his fucking playlist anymore. He's just doing his top 10. That's what I thought you were doing.
Well, then we won't.
Now
talk
we
about
know.
It this time.
Now from now on.
we know from now on. Yeah. Okay. Continue.
Gotcha.
Okay. Sorry. Continue.
This fucking guy. Anyway, so on Insomnia, like there was a part where he did like the kind of rap thing. I was like, okay, that was cool. That was fun. And that was the only time out of the Baptized and Beautiful Dark where I was like, oh, I enjoyed that part. Because I'm Baptized, like there are parts where I'm like, okay, I get you have something here that's kind of fun, but nothing I liked. I really just didn't like anything. And in Beautiful Dark Life, I liked like two things. So that's the only reason I put it higher. Dancing with My Demons. This is like the exact reason why I hate this shit. It's the stuff I don't like at all. There's so much fucking synth over every single instrument. It's absolutely distracting. And then there's this weird chime noise, like this ding, ding, ding. Like, what the fuck are you doing here? There's just noise, bro. Like, you guys play metalcore. You already make too much noise as it is. Don't add more noise to your already obnoxious shit. It just felt so like inauthentic. Like, what are you doing? And for a band that invented metalcore, like this is crazy. Like to do this shit.
Supposedly invented metalcore, yeah. But I get what you're saying.
He has since said that. I don't know why I said that.
Alex has since gone back and retracted what he said, yeah. But
I like it though. Fuck it.
So when it comes to like synth and electronic stuff in metalcore, I get it. It's always been there. I mean, you could date it back to Bring Me the Horizon and various other bands from like 2005, 2006, 2007. It's always been there, and it's always been fucking bad. It's always been bad. Unless you're fucking Horse the band, dude, just get it out. It never blends well with the rest of the music. It's very hard to blend synth and electronic music into metalcore. I think it's awful. And now it's permeated, and it's all over this fucking shit now. More so than it was 15, 20 years ago. It's just gotten worse. And we sound like old men fucking talking about it, but we fucking love new music too, so shut the fuck up.
No, it's just bad. I mean, who is that for? Like metalcore, the two genres that they're blending together, both of those genres. I mean, I guess metal really likes their fucking synth and shit, but like that's silly boy. That's silly boy talk. Because you're alienating a lot of the hardcore punk fans that want to go watch your stupid fucking band play synth the whole time. That's stupid.
I mean, you and I have been to our fair share of shows where there is a keyboard player with a metalcore or hardcore band, and they always suck, man. They always suck. Like
it's just like the guy that probably his dad like has a van and they let him be in the band. So
or he has like a guitar and amp, but he doesn't know how to play. But so his friends can play better than him. So
just give him a keyboard and show him a couple chords, and that's all you got to play, dude. Just hold it down the whole time.
Yeah,
knowing fuck that shit. I don't care.
Number 11 for me, In Our Wake, their 7th record. This is the last one to feature Alex Varkatzis on vocals, and this is the first one also with Feldy back on board. He did one record prior to this in 2007, but he's back on board now after the kind of flop that was their comeback metalcore record. And this one just fell super flat too. There's some great fucking cool and heavy moments on this some of these songs, but damn, dude, once you hit that chorus, it goes from like this really cool shit instantaneously dropping into a halftime chorus, big huge soaring Brandon Soller, theater kid, fucking chorus, but no transition. Like one thing I love about Atreyu is that Brandon Soller is he's a fucking incredible drummer. I don't care what people say. He's an incredible drummer, and he writes great fucking parts, and he writes great transitions into various parts too. But at this point in their career, they're just dropping into choruses. It makes no sense. This is the beginning of the end of what we kind of know as Atreyu. Some people love this shit. I get it. Whatever. People love this, like bad stuff. But, you know, we're smart and we like good stuff. So this record's not that good. I think, I know Alex is still in the band, but goddamn, he's barely here. He's barely on the record. It's the Brandon Soller show. And even a lot of the screaming is done by the bass player, Mark, or they call him Porter. He calls himself Porter. I don't know why, but I'm just going to call him Mark because that's his fucking name. But he does a lot of the screaming on this anyway. So it's like, why is Alex even in the band at this point?
Yeah, for sure.
He's barely fucking on this record. But this is just like this is the beginning of the pop jingle stuff that, you know, just has been their music since 2017, 2018, whenever this record came out. So Banger is In Our Wake, the opener, the title track. I still don't think it's that great of a song. I think the moments leading up to the big chorus are fucking cool and super, super rad. The back and forth between Alex and Mark with the scream, the unclean vocals, super fucking cool. But then it just drops out of nowhere into that big chorus. Don't like it. Stinker, Superhero, 100%. That song is terrible. Aaron Gillespie from Under Oath, and I think Mr. Shadows from Avenged Sevenfold. Dude, bad song. It's just a bad song. But people fucking love this song. I don't get it. It's not a good
love
song.
shitty Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh my god, it's crazy. Yeah, dude, Avenged Sevenfold have some incredible albums and incredible songs, but they have a lot of garbage too.
Avenged Sevenfold have like one record that I think is really, really good, and that's their last record. Everything before that is just true. Because they finally lean into the cheese, right? Like, yes. Yeah. And that's obviously, I don't like metal music for the big reason of I don't like fucking singers. I don't like over-the-top singers. Like, I don't like Bruce Dickinson. I don't like 80s metal. I don't like any fucking of these singers. And I just don't, singers are not like something I look forward to in a group. So when a band like this has like growling, other things going on, like, oh, thank God I don't have to listen to you fucking sing the whole time because I hate that shit. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, moving on.
Also, we've been talking a lot of shit on Feldy, but we also love Feldy. We love Goldfinger. We love early Goldfinger. We love, or I really love the first two Used records. Like he's done a lot of cool stuff as a musician and as a producer. Done some great fucking shit.
He produced a good Atreyu record.
He did, yeah. There's one Atreyu record that's fucking so good. But, you know, from like around mid 2010s and onward, it's been rough. It's been real rough. So, I don't know. My number 11, yeah, In Our Wake. Let's move on. What do you got for number 10?
This might be a little irritating for you, but Congregation of the Damned.
Oh my God!
Is my number 10, the fifth record, 2009er.
Let's get into it,
dude. Like right off the bat, I just did not like this shit. Like I just thought it was fucking silly. It was stupid. Like the way he's trying to growl is just, dude, it's dumb. Like, what are you doing? You're better than this. Also, there's a lot of dumb shit in this record. There's terrible singing that just matches nothing. Makes no fucking sense. Why he's singing some of these like choruses and hooks makes no sense. There's stupid solos, and they're like, dude, they put on some fucking rad solos all the time. But the solos on this record felt forced. They felt out of place. They felt weird. There was no like transition in or out of them. It's just like, fuck it, like hard rock style. Let's put a solo there. Boring. And there's like orchestral parts. Like what? Why do we have orchestral parts again? Dude, metalcore is annoying. It's an annoying genre. There's way too much noise in metalcore. Don't add more fucking noise. Like, you don't need to. They never shut the fuck up. That's like metalcore's claim to fame is, yeah, you can come watch us play because we never shut the fuck up. Like, why do you add more noise to it? And when a band says some shit like for our fifth record, we want to return to our roots, but push forward. Like, bro, you already know it's going to sound like shit.
I know, right?
Like, you already fucking, like, just saying that. Like, what the fuck does that even mean, dude? Like, you just fucked yourself. That's going to be dumb. I think this record is I think the record is 100% filler. Like, all of these songs you could have, like, put onto other records. Like, oh, that was a cool song, right? Like, you could put one of these songs on, like, Butt Kisses or The Curse and, like, oh, that was a fine song. It was a filler song or whatever. But that's his entire record. The entire record is just fucking filler.
That's fair. Okay, I get it. I'll defend it when I get to it, but I get it. I get it. Okay.
I'll start with my words. My words is Congregation of the Damned, the title track. I fucking hate the song. I literally almost skipped this shit. It's a shitty metal song. It is not good. My banger is Wait For It, or Wait For You, because
that's your banger. Get
because,
the fuck out of here. You're so fucking dumb. God, go home.
Because this was so fucking bad that I was like, you can't be serious, dude. I checked like Spotify 3 times to make sure I was even listening to the right band. I could not even believe this, but I laughed. So because I laughed, I put this in my banger.
You're the worst. You are the worst.
Sound wasn't very good. And I saw a bunch of these fucking songs in the playlist, like, oh, this fucking guy's gonna put.
All right, so my number 10. It's definitely not my number 1. So my number 10 is Baptized, 8th record from 2021. The first without Alex. On vocals, but he did have songwriting credits. He co-wrote like half of this record. For what that's worth, I don't know. There's some really cool moments on this record, especially the first half of the record. Even though the first half Alex wasn't even a part of, really for the most part, but the first half of the record have some really, really good guitar parts and heavy, fast moments, and it's fucking great. But then, just killing all momentum in those choruses
ruins it.
Just absolutely ruins it. And I like Brandon's vocals for the most part, but damn, dude, these songs are I just don't think they're well written songs. Whether or not Alex is in the band or has co-writing credits, I don't care. The songs just aren't that great. But Baptized, it only sits as high as it does because those great or good to great moments are just level this one higher. I still don't think this is a great record. I would give this a 1 out of 3. I mean, listen to it. I'm still like if you want to hear like modern Feldy Atreyu, then throw this record on. This is why I give it a 1. This is why I give it a 1. Like if you want to hear that, this is the best of the modern Feldy Atreyu. So Baptized, banger is Weed for the reasons I said. Stinker is Warrior. Once again, I hate that fucking song. Travis Barker's on it. They got a big name on here playing drums. But he's
Mark Hoppus helped write one of the songs too.
Yeah, he co-wrote one of the songs. I think he might sing on it too. There's a part of that song, I don't remember what it is now, but there's a part of that song that kind of sounds like his vocals. But I could be mistaken.
I listened for it. I couldn't tell because nobody shuts the fuck up ever. So
I do remember the guys from Atreyu posted a picture of them with Mark in the studio. Like they were all together. The Atreyu were in there. Feldy, of course, was there. Mark was there. They were all kind of sitting on the couch hanging out. It's like, ugh. I remember thinking like, dude, this is gonna be really cool. And then Baptized comes out, and it's just. All right. So what do you got for number 9?
Number 9, In Our Wake.
Okay.
In Our Wake. I put this above
How did you put this
Congregation.
above Congregation? This is.
I'll tell you what. So first off, when I first put this on, I was like, dude, this is not that bad. Like, come on, Tyler, just relax. Because Tyler was like, oh, I'm not going to listen to the Feldy stuff again. That's stupid.
But I did. I listened.
Yeah, because
also,
I was like, dude, don't be a bitch.
This
so
week,
listen to it.
This week, I listened to all of these records at least twice. Everything I listen, and then I listened to everything I have on vinyl for a third time. So pretty much all of the Alex stuff except for except for In Our Wake. But I listened to all the other stuff.
I did everything twice except for the album of the week. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, got it.
And the album of the week I also listened to today in the car, just to put on shuffle. It was pretty. I don't know if it's that good. It's just fun. It's a fun record.
Oh, you're the worst.
It's a fun record. In Our Wake, 7th. So yeah, I thought at first I was like, this not. Yeah, there's their 7th record. This is my 9th place.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah.
I thought this is not that bad. Relax. But then like the classic Feldy shit started to slowly creep in. Dude, his swells, like the way he likes to swell shit, is fucking annoying. His transitions, like he does the same thing over and over and over all the fucking time. And those weird stops that he likes to do. He likes to just stop shit and then go. For no reason. Like it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't like progress the song anywhere. It's just like, fuck it, let's put that there. Almost like he has like this Scrabble board or this bingo board. We start putting stuff here to make like the perfect song. It's dumb. And it got dumber and dumber and dumber. But I do think like these songs, like on their own, if you kind of just like took away all the bullshit, like they're pretty cool songs. They're pretty cool Atreyu songs.
Yeah, there's some good stuff on there. Yeah,
they're just not this type of band, and I don't think like they do these type of songs that well. Like they're not a butt rock band, and this is like them trying to be a butt rock band. These songs are catchy overall, but like I don't who fuck cares, right? Like everybody's catchy fucking songs because everybody rips each other off, so who gives a shit? But like I think there was something cool here. I just think that they could have just taken a little bit more time and not fuck each other over so often, and just made a cool like fucking butt rock record. You don't need Feldy there to make dumb fucking pop songs. You could have done it on your own. And like,
that's kind of the problem with Feldy too, is that he's known for focusing a lot on the vocals and focusing a lot on the pop melodies because he knows that's what's going to sell records. He knows that's what's going to make money, and that's what he goes for. And even Alex has come out and said since he left the band, he's criticized. He's like been one of the few guys who's actually been brave enough to criticize Feldy and say, yeah, when I was in the studio and recording and shit with him, he would make fun of me and say, you shouldn't be sounding like James Hetfield. Quit that Metallica shit. That shit's fucking terrible. Nobody wants to hear that. Like he's been one of the few guys, which I love him for that, to criticize Feldy. Like, call Feldy out on his fucking shit, man. Yeah,
but it's not shit though. Like, he's making you money, and if you don't want to make money and you want to just be a metalcore band, then do that. And like that's probably another reason why Alex is gone, is because he's like, I don't want to do this kind of shit. And so, well, you do want to do this shit. We want to make this a career. So like at some point you need to make a choice whether or not you want to make this a career and play music you fucking hate, which is like, like all musicians don't want to do that, sell out. Or do you want to like keep true to yourself and also still have to work a fucking normal job?
Yeah.
So like I don't blame them for using Feldy, nor do I blame Feldy. But like Feldy's stamp on music is it's there. Like it's fucking there. You can hear it. And it's what he does. And like I don't fault him for doing it because that's how he makes money. And if I could do it, I would do it. It's the way
people talk about him and like how he's so legendary and stuff like that. It's like,
yeah, but that's just stupid fucking idiot musicians. Every idiot musician, when their new record comes out, they're like, how do you rank all your records? Well, first of all, the new one's number one.
Yeah,
that's just a dumb idiot musician thing to say, because musicians aren't real people. They're just a bunch of knuckleheads. This could be the first cyber bully that we mentioned. Well, I'll save a good one for later. I'll percolate on that. Okay. Anyway, in our wake, and then a bunch of guest vocalists on that one song. Like, fuck off, dude. That's not enough to entice me. Like, did you have Mr. What's your guy's name?
Mr. Shadows. M Shadows.
I don't care. Shadows. I don't give a fuck, dude. Event Sevenfold's boring. Those vocals are boring. And then Aaron Gillespie, like, again, I don't fucking care, dude. Yeah. House of Gold, that was my banger, I guess. I like the melody here. The song was a stupid fucking ballad, but I did enjoy the melody. Terrified, I fucking hate the way he says terrified. I absolutely fucking hate it. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. There could have been like 4 other songs I could have put my worst one here. I honestly, I put In Our Wake above Congregation, but I could have easily put Congregation above In Our Wake. But no matter what, those two are right there. Bing, bang, boom.
Okay, we'll get into it.
No way they're going to be higher. That's just
we'll get into it in a bit. So. Number 9 for me is Covers of the Damned, their EP that came out in 2010, 4 or 5 songs, I believe, of just covers. So I just don't care. I don't have this on vinyl. I wouldn't get it on vinyl. The songs are okay.
Well, it's $5.
I still wouldn't get it. Nah, still wouldn't get it. It's just I would never listen to it. I think the covers are just mediocre. I just don't really care that much. Banger is Holiday in Cambodia because the source material is so fucking good. Stinker, The Boys Are Back in Town. I've never really liked that Thin Lizzy song, and this didn't do it justice, and it's kind of bad, and I don't care. It's just unnecessary and not great. Covers of the Damned, 2010. I don't care. So, what do you got for number 8?
Yeah, mine's covers also. For the EPs and stuff, I didn't put a banger or a worse song, but
okay, you fucked up.
It's stupid. But you never said to. Okay. Actually, when we were super fucking drunk, we were talking after the pot. I did say it one time, or at least I thought I said it. Like that's what you get that fucking.
That's what I sound like too. Yeah,
that's what you sound
super
like.
Super toasty. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your number 8 is Covers of the Damned.
Covers of the Damned.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need to get into it. Who cares?
It's stupid. And who cares?
Number 8 for me, Fractures in the Facade of Your Porcelain Beauty. Their second EP from 2001. This is a couple of these songs were recorded again for their first record, Suicide Notes and Butt Kisses. There's a couple songs on here that weren't on Visions. They were just standalones on this record. And they're great songs. These songs are fucking great. I would get this on vinyl. Honestly, I would really, really get this on vinyl if it was available. I had this on CD. This is the first Atreyu CD I ever got, was this EP. Well, no. The first Yeah. This is the first. Yeah. This is the first CD I ever got from Atreyu was this one before the first record came out, and I listened to it incessant. I just listened to this record so much. It's so raw. It's nasty sounding. It's gross. Alex's vocals are rough and tumble. The guitar playing is incredible on this. I really love the guitar playing. I love the crunch on the guitars. I think it's a killer fucking metalcore EP. It clocks in, I think, at like 25 minutes, something like that. I think it's solid. It's also the first set of recordings with Travis Miguel on guitar and also Chris Thompson on bass. Travis has been in the band ever since. Chris Thompson was only on their first record and this EP as well. So there's that. Banger, A Letter to Someone Like You, only because this is one of the 2 songs that aren't on Suicide Notes. Just a killer fucking metalcore record. So good. Stinker, because I had to choose one. Tulips Are Better. I think this is a weaker song, one of the weaker songs on Suicide Notes. Whoa. So I put this as my stinker. So there you go. Fractures in the Facade of Your Porcelain Beauty. What a title to a fucking record or EP. So my number 8. What do you got for number 7?
Number 7, Death Grips. Death Grip on Yesterday. Number 7, third record. Right. I will say this record is pretty mid until we get to like We Stand Up. The hardcore parts before are just kind of like ruined by goofy vocals and just not a whole lot of melody involved. Like, meh. But after that, we get a fucking pretty goddamn good Atreyu record. Like Your Private War mixes like the singing and the hardcore well enough to sound fun. But like really, dude, this is very much like The Used or like Goofy Avenged Sevenfold. Like the sound of this sounds like that. And there's a lot of times like, damn, this sounds like the fucking Used. Like straight up, this sounds like The Used. That's a bad thing because like, you know, the Used are still really cool and they're really fun.
Yeah, they have some great fucking shit.
That's just the scene of this time. So it's not like a bad thing. I just think this is a very mid Atreyu record. I'm definitely above a 1 at this point. I think Covers is still a sub 1. I'm well above a 1 on this one, maybe 1.5, because like we're already getting into like things that I think of like, damn, this is pretty good. Maybe 1.75 for this one. I did enjoy this one. Okay. X's and O's, like I didn't want to choose this as the banger, but right when you hear that first part, dude, it's just like, I know that riff
bro. Is so good. It's
like
so
all
good.
this nostalgia, like, and this is like the height of us just like jamming all the time and like writing our own music and going to parties, and every single fucking house party, this song, with a lot of other Atreyu songs, but this song is always on the playlist of every house party we ever went to. Yeah. And it's just, the nostalgia hits way too hard. So it had to be here. The Theft, that was my least favorite song. Yeah. It's this is a huge, that's a huge song. That song is a song that should have been on like a Used record. Like it's fine. Yeah. I don't know why it even exists on this record. Doesn't fit
with the woos and everything. Yeah, it
doesn't fit. Yeah. But yeah, Death Grip. It was a fun record. That was cool. That was a good listen.
All right, yeah, and you know I forgot to mention my rankings. You know, Covers of the Damned. I would give that a 1.5. You know, it's fine. It's okay. 1.5. Fractures in the Facade of Your Porcelain Beauty. 2.5. 2.5 here. 2.5. Once again, I love this band. I fucking love this band so much. Top 10 band for me. So there's that. Number 7, Death Grip on Yesterday. A Death Grip on Yesterday. Third record from 2006. I really, really love this record. I truly do. I have it on vinyl. I have an OG copy of this on vinyl. It's only ever been pressed the one time. I went all the way. I drove like an hour just to go buy this off of somebody on OfferUp a couple years ago. I fucking love this record.
Is it a pricey one, or was it a pricey one?
It was pricey at the time. I don't know where it stands now, but it was less than $100. Let's just say that. But anyway, this record, Death Grip on Yesterday, I love it to death, but it's just it doesn't hit quite as hard as The Curse. Like they're definitely going more into the pop oriented rock at this point. A lot more Brandon vocals on this one rather than Alex. Alex is still prevalent, but definitely bigger, longer choruses from Brandon on vocals. The songs are a little bit slower, a little bit more melodic, which isn't always a bad thing with this band at all. But yeah, this is definitely a transition for the band. This record is a transition. Even Alex has come out and said that this is the point in time where, you know, we didn't start selling out, but this is where we started to realize this is kind of how we're going to be making money. Like if we want to quit our day jobs, we have to kind of veer toward this style of music. And he's like, for better or worse, I went with it as well because I didn't want to work a day job. So he kind of went along with it too. And I like Alex for coming out and saying, like, being so transparent about it. Like, he may not have been into everything they've done, but
then
this
crying
is why
about John
they did
Feldman making them more money.
I know. So there's that. But in the end, this record's only 9 songs. I think it clocks in at about 35, 36 minutes. I don't know. I think it's a killer record. This is the first one with Mark on bass, Mark McKnight on bass, or Porter on bass. And but yeah, this is just a more melodic Atreyu, killer fucking songs, killer fucking parts. We Stand Up is an absolute banger. It's a beyond banger. It made my top 10 Atreyu. I think this is a forgotten track. Nobody really talks about it. If you look on Spotify, it's like one of the lowest listened to songs. It makes no sense at all. Yeah. God, it's such an incredible song. Stinker, if I had to choose a stinker, The Theft, only because it's kind of like a ballad jam. And I agree with you. It's very used-esque. It sounds a lot like the scene at the time. I mean, this is 2006. Yeah. A lot of this shit, the first used record came out 3 years before this. You know, In Love and Death came out just a year before this. So it's like this whole kind of emo metalcore thing was blowing up. And of course they're going to go more toward that. And it just makes sense. That's the progression of style and what people enjoy in the scene. So I don't knock them for it. This is an absolute bang of a record, but in the end, it's a transition, and that's why it's as low as it is. Still love it. So that's my number 7, A Death Grip on Yesterday.
Good.
What do you got for number 6? Go.
This was tough because my number 6 and 5 are, I guess you could flip them, but my number 6 is Visions. And because I didn't write a lot of notes on it, I just remember Visions just not being as tight as Fractures. So Visions is above Fractures. That's all I got.
That's all you got. Okay,
I didn't know we were writing notes for it.
Visions is their first EP, so no, it's totally fine. There's not a ton to write about it. So, but I'll get more into it when I get to it. But number 6 for me then, Lead Sails and Paper Anchors. This is their 4th record from 2007. The first one they did with John Feldman. I know it's lower in my list, but I still absolutely love this record. I have it on vinyl too. Music on vinyl pressing. It's an absolute banger of a record. It's a true departure from everything that they've ever done. A lot of people called them sellouts, and I get it. It's a pop rock, pop metal kind of record, and it's fine. I still love these songs. Alex is actually doing more clean vocals than he's ever done prior. I don't think he's the greatest singer, and I've heard stories over the years, about Alex and the band at the time. But yeah, it's just he wasn't the greatest clean singer, but he tried. He took vocal lessons. He really, really tried for this record. But his screaming, his unclean stuff was fucking killer. A lot of the songs are absolute bangers. There's some weird, stupid, cheesy parts on the record, but overall, the songs are fucking great for the most part. They're fucking great. Even the cheesy. So I don't know. This is an absolute banger of a record. I can go on for days about it, but I'm not going to really. But this is also this is their first major label record that came out on Hollywood Records. It debuted at 8 on the Billboard 200,
Disney
which is the
bullshit.
highest of any of their records up to this point. But whatever, I think I'm just going to praise Brandon on his drumming. I think his drumming on this record and his songwriting, Brandon's drumming and songwriting on this record are incredible. The parts he comes up with, his transitions into his clean vocals in the choruses are top notch on this record as well. So mad props to him. And also Dan Jacobs, killer fucking guitar player, and some really, really great guitar moments on this record as well. So, Lead Sails and Paper Anchors, number 6. I remember also when this record came out, or not when the first song came out, Becoming the Bull, they were doing this like weird marketing campaign online, and you had to like figure out some puzzle and shit like that. And I'm like,
that's so cool.
I'm not going to do this. And then they did like a video game thing, but I was just already kind of checked out, so I didn't bother with that. But when Becoming the Bull came out, I hated it. I hated it so much. I despise that song. And but in the end, the album grew on me. I fucking love it now. And I've loved it for a very, very long time. So Lead Sails, Paper Anchors, number 6. Love this band. So what do you have for number 5?
Number 5 is Fractures. Fractured but whole. Fractures. I like, from what I remember, I'm listening to this, I was like, they're very, very close. Vision, Fractures. It just, Fractures seemed a little tighter. And especially with like metalcore, when we're doing like blast beats and we're doing like for like really, really fast guitar work, I want it to be as tight as possible. And I just thought Fractured was tighter than Visions. Even though I think Visions had more spunk and was more kind of on the punk side. And like, oh, damn, these kids are going to be big one day. Fractured was a little bit tighter.
Yeah. All right. Is that all you got? That's it. All right. My number 5 is Visions EP. First EP from 1999. This is shortly after they changed their name from Retribution to Atreyu. I mean, these guys are fucking rich ass kids from Yorba Linda, knuckleheads. But this is this EP. I think it's so fucking solid. It's amateur at times, but there are some fucking shining moments, both songwriting wise, guitar playing, drumming. The clean vocals are rough. I mean, Brandon doesn't do any of the clean vocals on here. Alex does all the clean vocals, obviously, and then obviously the screaming. Travis wasn't in the band at this time, so it was just Brandon, Dan on guitar, Brandon on drums, Dan on guitar. A couple bass players played on this EP, and then Alex on vocals. But dude, this also is like a throwback to early high school for us. I mean, we went into Esperanza High School in 2001, a couple years after this record came out. We're all from the same hometown, honestly. We all grew up in the same area. So there's a shit ton of nostalgia, and so many bands tried to sound like Atreyu, even this early on. I mean, this style of music was so popular in this area. But goddamn, there's some fucking good songs on here. Some amateur stuff, like I said, but great shit. Banger is Dinosaurs Became Extinct and You're a Fossil. What a fucking cool title for a song. It's so dumb. It's so good. It's just this super fast, aggressive song, some cool screaming, and honestly, some cool clean vocals from Alex too, which I'm kind of surprised by. So stinker, if I had to choose a stinker, but I still think the song is killer, Never Too Far Gone. Only because the only reason why I put this as a stinker is because the clean vocals aren't that great, but it's Alex. It's amateur. He's probably 17 when they recorded. I think they were 17 when they recorded this EP.
Crazy. So young.
So fucking young. And two bass players on this one. Kyle Stanley played bass on a few tracks, and Brian O'Donnell played a couple songs on this EP as well. But I dig this one. I never had an official copy of this EP. I only had burned copies of this back in the day. But yeah, like old CDs of this, like early CDs of this, they're super expensive if you can even find a legit one. So Visions EP, my number 5. What do you have for number 4?
Now we're in the part where I would get these on the vinyls. So right. My top 4 I would buy on the vinyls. Actually, this one I already had on the vinyls and I got rid of it at some point.
You're an idiot.
Sometimes you gotta make sacrifices when you're ready to do something. You have to fill your record store with cool shit. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Long live. That's my number 4. Honestly, there's not a whole lot here to talk about outside like every song on this record is just at least good. It's just a good fucking like mix of metalcore that goes really deep till the end. There's no stinkers, couple okay songs. There's not a whole lot of there's no beyond bangers, but like everything is at least good to pretty damn good. This deserves to be higher. Like this should be my number 3, and this was my number 3 until today. The reason why it's not is I have no nostalgic factor with this whatsoever. So like that's why it's here. And it doesn't have like those 2 or 3 like wildly catchy songs that Atreyu did up until this point. So like I don't know. Like I did have this above my number 3 when I get to it until today. But damn, this record is fucking good, man. This record is really, really, really good. It's just a good like Beat Team, Suicide, and Butt Kisses. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Except for one song. Do You Know Who You Are? That song kind of sucks.
That's
that's the only song though. Everything else on this album is at least pretty damn good. Reckless, dude, that's my banger. Perfect fucking hardcore song. Really damn fun. Like the back and forth and the breakdown, the channel separation, dude, gang vocals through and through. What a fucking banger. What a treat. And I had this on the vinyls, and I bought it for $9 at fucking Eastside Records at one point.
Yeah. Because
you were like, oh, just buy it, fucking $9.
No, you got this with Mike and I at Port of Sound, didn't you?
I don't think so. I think I bought this at Eastside Records for like $9. Because I remember it being $9, and I was like, "Damn, that's really fucking cheap."
Yeah, because we paid $8 for it at Port of Sound. Mike and I paid $8 for it at Port of Sound.
Cheap.
Yeah, this is like in 2020. This is like right after we started collecting.
And that's like when prices were just starting to like climb up and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is well worth like price of admission here. Long Live is a really, really good record. It's just not a great record because it doesn't have any like defining Atreyu songs on it. Like that's its only drawback. Other than that, it's it's a damn near it's fucking it's good. It's good.
It is.
At least a 2. I give it like a 2.2. I give it 2.2.
That's good. I like it. I dig it.
It's fucking good.
So what's your banger on here?
Reckless. Reckless is my banger.
Oh, I didn't hear you say Reckless.
Yeah,
okay.
Reckless.
Got it.
Reckless.
All right. So my number 4 is also Long Live, 6th record from 2014. This is their comeback record. They went on hiatus for 3 years, and they came back with not a surprise show, but a comeback show at Chain Reaction. I was there. Friend of the pod, Justin, was there. Friend of the pod, Mike, was there, and our girlfriends at the time, Erica and Tammy, were there too. Bunch of sweaty people at Chain Reaction. They put on a killer fucking show. That was their comeback show, and then like 5 months later, they put out this Long Live record. So I do have a lot of nostalgia with this one because just with Mike and that show. There's nostalgia there for this record, and this is them. They even said at the time, we're back. Atreyu's back, and we're just going to try to make just a straight up metalcore record. That's it. Alex is not going to do any clean vocals. He's only going to be doing the screaming, and that's it. Like they gave themselves parameters, and they're just going to make a metalcore record, and they did, and it's very much in the vein of Suicide Notes. I don't think it's as intricate or it's as metalcore like breakdowns as Suicide Notes, but damn, dude, it's fucking good. Like there's some incredible fucking guitar playing on this one. Brandon absolutely kills it on the drums. Like I'm gonna praise his drumming a lot because god damn, dude, he comes up with some crazy good parts. And Alex, I mean, he fucking brings it, man. Just his signature style, his signature vocal style. Nobody sounds like Alex Varkatzis. The guy is so unique. Whether you love it or hate it, I mean, nobody sounds like the fucker, and he nails it on this record. Everybody nails it on this record, but unfortunately, it wasn't successful. I mean, it was successful within like the scene and like the nostalgic thing, but it didn't sell at all. And honestly, this is why I think they went back to Feldy and they did In Our Wake because this record absolutely flopped. And it's so unfortunate because the songs are such fucking bangers. But just the style of music is it just doesn't sell, unfortunately. So, banger, Live to Labor, second song on the record. Second song. Just killer fucking song. Stinker, Do You Know Who You Are? I just, like you said, it's an unnecessary ballad kind of Brandon showing off his vocals. I don't care.
Yeah,
so
who cares?
Number 3, what do you got?
Number 3. Now we're getting into the really good stuff here. Lead Sails. Lead Sails is number 3. This was number 4.
This is so high for you.
This dropped up, or I guess
dropped up.
Dropped up. Because I was looking at my laptop downwards like this when I was writing the notes, so it dropped up. Right.
Okay.
That didn't make any sense.
It made no sense at all.
It's this is good Feldy, man. I have no complaints about this whatsoever. This is good Feldy. He's not like 100% just pooping it up here with his mainstream tricks. We don't get any of those fucking stupid swells. I think his transitions are stupid too when Feldy likes to put little tricks before and after like choruses and stuff. Like none of that's here. This is an Atreyu record through and through. It's fun. It's poppy, yes. But like that's what every band does 4 deep when like fuck dude, we can make a lot more money if we don't do this obscure genre that only a subset of people like. Let's try and quit our day jobs. So like that's this. But we're still left with a bunch of fucking bangers. So they can do pop songs in the metalcore format and they're absolute bangers. I think this record sounds great. I think like the flow of it is really nice. And I think every song on this is just like Long Live is at least good, where this has like a lot of bangers. So like that's why this jumped up, is because I do think this has bangers on it. Although Lead Sails, the title track at the end, like dude, just get rid of that entirely. That's a boring,
you don't need it.
fucking stupid slow closer, boring. But Doomsday, like that's like a Slipknot song. That's fucking wild. Like that comes in so heavy, and like it's just it's so explosive, just right from the fucking start. And it's like, holy shit, dude, we are now getting a different kind of sound from Atreyu, because that's not metalcore. That's just like straight like metal, right? Just really really fast, like speed metal. And then the obviously like Lead Sails has massive singles and they're huge and everybody knows them. But I don't know. I like that. I like that song a lot. That shocked me.
Doomsday. Okay. I forgot to say on when it comes to my bangers and stinkers off that record, I didn't give mine. My stinker was Lead Sails. That song sucks. Banger, When Two Are One. I mean, that's just middle of the record. It's just this like kind of thrashy thing. Incredible fucking solos, incredible fucking leads. I mean, it's something else. They've never made a song like When Two Are One. So that's my banger. It made my top 10 list as well.
And what's weird too is like I think Lead Sails is not like the fan favorite, but I do think it's one that people who are in the scene and like metalcore a lot talk about a lot. As saying like, yeah, that was a pretty good record for Atreyu. Whereas like it got kind of shitty reviews and it wasn't really it wasn't really well liked by like the masses, but like people in the scene were like, yeah, that's not what I want from a metalcore, but it was still pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I totally agree, and that's how it was. I mean, being around the scene as much as we were, and I was, and I mean that's how people viewed this record. That's exactly how they viewed this record.
Like, yeah, it's pretty good, dude. For Atreyu.
For Atreyu, yeah. But then there was so much like kind of crap metalcore coming out in 2007 too. Bring Me the Horizon was just coming out.
All metalcore is crap, but
it was just a lot of bad metalcore. So. All right, so that's what you got for number 3? Lead Sails. Number 3 for me, Congregation of the Damned.
There it is.
Fifth record from 2009.
Tell me why I should go back and listen to this again.
This is a sleeper hit. I mean, this came out in 2009. I listened to it. I liked it, but I always thought this is just weak Atreyu. But a couple years after it came out, I threw it on when I went out on a run, and when I was listening to it with headphones on, with cans, well, just earbuds, but so not cans, but just earbuds. But just hearing it sonically, I think it sounds fucking great. And when you just listen to how good the guitar playing is on this one, this entire record is one big guitar lead or solo. And there are moments where Travis and Dan they play to each song absolutely perfectly. They wank it up when they can or when they need to, but then they lay back and they just let these lead lines just kind of ring out and just create this like atmosphere without synth. They're just creating this atmosphere with their guitars, and it's absolutely incredible. So it's honestly a record that has to grow on you, but once it clicks, once you get it, it's the guitar playing. The guitar playing, I think, to me, Congregation is the best guitar playing on any one of their records. This is the true standout record when it comes to Dan and Travis playing guitar. I think they absolutely killed it. They nailed it. They upped their game absolutely. I mean, they wanted to make more pop hits, more bigger. They wanted to make bigger choruses, this and that. But then they also wanted to appease the metalcore crowd, or the crowd saying that they sold out. So they put a lot of really kind of cool, intricate guitar parts literally through every fucking song on this record, except for the last song, Wait For You, because that song fucking sucks. But otherwise, every other fucking song is incredible. I think the choruses that Brandon sings are really, really fucking good. They're really catchy. Congregation of the Damned, I don't know why you hate that song so much. It's not a top tier song, but it's a damn good song.
Stupid.
Shut up. And I don't know, man. I just
rude.
Think, I know.
Shut up. You're a dog.
But also Brandon kills it on the drum. Like, once again, dude, he matches his own vocals. He matches Alex's vocals, and also Mark's vocals. It's just the way all three guys are playing off each other, singing off each other. These songs are just really, really well crafted songs. and just going back again, man, the guitar playing, Dan and Travis absolutely nail it. I can't give them enough credit for this record. This is the best thing they've done guitar wise. They're not flashy when they once again, they just play to the fucking songs and they do it so goddamn well. I love it. It's a total sleeper hit. I have this on vinyl. It's only been pressed the one time. It was a little bit pricey, but okay. I got it. I fucking love it. I have no regrets. Banger. I got 2 bangers because I don't give a fuck. Insatiable. I do love this song so much. I think the guitar playing on this song is some of my favorite guitar playing that Dan has ever done on any Atreyu song. It's just perfectly placed. It's just so perfect. It's so tasty. That guitar solo is so simple, but it's what you need for this kind of mid-tempo song. I fucking love Insatiable. And then Ravenous, a faster, heavier song. I fucking love Ravenous. And that chorus is beyond fucking catchy. Great fucking riff. Love those 2 songs. Okay. They both made my top 10 Atreyu.
I saw. I saw.
Then Stinker, yeah, like I said, Wait for You. Terrible song. But I do love Congregation of the Damned. I don't think it's got its fair shake.
Listen.
Just the guitar, man. I mean, I probably hyped it up a lot.
That was one of the biggest issues with the record. Is I think the guitar, especially like the soloing, was just out of place. It's just like you guys used to write songs and just added a solo later. This one almost seemed like we're writing solos and writing songs around that solo, and I fucking hate that. So they just meh.
I disagree because this album is less riff heavy, but more song heavy. Or when it comes to the guitar playing, because they're not playing the big chuggy stuff, they're not doing the big breakdowns as much, but
which makes the solos even more out of place.
But they're if
you're throwing out heavy guitar riffs, right, and then all of a sudden the solo is now just extrapolating from that said riff and just making it bigger and better, and then quieting it down towards the end of that solo, and then going back into like the first riff. It's a cool like climb. It's a cool like little bell curve there. Like here, it's just like. Yeah, like melody, guitar solo, melody.
No. Listen, no. Take a deeper dive into the guitars, because when you really because every verse, every chorus blends into each other, and there's almost no moments where there's not a guitar lead happening. Sometimes it's very, very subtle, but it perfectly complements the vocals or wherever the song's taking you. And then there's like maybe a subtle or slight transition into the chorus, or maybe into a guitar solo or something like that. But they've always had flashy guitar solos, so who gives a fuck? But
they've always had riffs to back it up, and they've always had riffs to counteract the end of that guitar solo.
That's
so
the
guitar
beauty.
Solo is part of the song.
That's the beauty of this record, and a lot of these songs and parts is that there's so much lead happening, but you don't notice it because it's I don't want to say it's buried, but it adds so much to the atmosphere of the song. Like, oh man, dude, the guitar playing's so.
All right, I'm putting in my notes.
Once again, it's not intricate.
With cans.
It's not intricate. Even you don't even have to listen with cans.
I'm going to.
It's just it's just perfect. It's just perfect. I fucking love the guitar playing on this record. I don't care what anyone says. I think it's fucking incredible.
Sure. Okay, that's fine.
So
those are things that you said.
Yeah, number 2. What do you got for number 2?
Number 2 is The Curse. The Curse for me. This is cast. That is cast.
But the curse.
Everything is cast.
Number 2 for me is also The Curse, the album of the week. So we're going to get into that on the main episode. So anybody listening to this, don't bitch and complain. Like we heard out with the AFI episode. We didn't talk about Crash Love.
You guys fucking did everything, but didn't talk about Crash Love. That fucking guy.
Missing the whole point. Go listen to our breakdown of the Curse. Idiot. So number 1, Suicide Notes and Butterfly Kisses. Suicide Notes and Butt Kisses. We like the second title better.
Yes.
First record from 2002. Fucking banger, man, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
good.
like, I'm not a big metalcore fan, even though, like I was in the scene because I lived in Orange County and went to the high school of, like, these guys and a lot of other, like, hardcore bands, and we went to a lot of these shows. Like, I never, like, loved this scene, but, like, you just couldn't escape it. And when I want to listen to metalcore, I don't want to listen to even, like, The Curse or Lead Sails. Like, give me fucking just good metalcore. Like, aliens come down on Earth and say, what does metalcore sound like? Dude, give them Suicide Notes.
Yeah,
here it is.
True.
And they go, oh fuck, right? Like, people say like Jane Doe by Converge is one, but, like, I've tried to get into that one, and I just don't think it's as good as Suicide Notes.
It doesn't hit the same way.
This isn't the first. Like, obviously they did not invent, like, metalcore. Metalcore has existed before this, and like late 90s, early 2000s. Like it's already been kind of going on. But Suicide Notes, dude, is just on a different level. We're talking like Thin Lizzy kind of dueling guitars and kind of like complex songs going on here within metalcore. There's so many things going on with Suicide Notes that is not just fast and aggression. There's a lot, and it's fucking good, dude. It is really, really good. I have a hard time like picking it apart and finding faults on it. Lip Gloss, like that's my favorite. It has to be. It's such an iconic, like Orange County, just hardcore anthem. Like,
I know. Right?
Again, like I'm not even like
really
a part. Like, I don't even like this kind of music that much, but like I fucking like, dude. I know all of these songs like the back of my hand, and even like at these parties when I'm like, oh, dude, Newfound Glory and Blink and then whatever, and then all of a sudden like Lip Gloss, like, oh shit, I instantly get fucking just so excited because it's such a good song. That intro is absolutely iconic. The breakdown is iconic. The vocals are iconic. It's just a fucking perfect dumb song. I don't know, dude. The chorus is so red, like the loud like crash hits and the little chugging towards the end.
Yeah, the China hits on those cymbals. Ooh, so
fuck it, dude. It's such a banger of a song. At least I know I'm a sinner. I wrote that as my worst song.
The one with Ephraim?
Yeah. Honestly, I put that as my least favorite song because first of all, their vocals do not match.
No, they don't, but it's still so good.
And like, unless you're from Orange County or like Death by Stereo or like this kind of like the scene, like you would think, who the fuck is the other guy? Why is he there? So like it's fun, but really those vocals do not match.
Yeah, I would agree.
Objectively, it kind of sounds like shit.
Can you hear the dog snoring right now?
Nah. I heard somebody squeaking like a minute ago.
Yeah, George had some toy that he was squeaking, and then now Rupert's snoring on the chair right here behind me.
Dude,
so
chilling.
Loud. Just chilling.
God is good.
Yeah, so Suicide Notes and Butt Kisses, my number one as well. The first full length with Chris, the first and only full length with Chris Thompson on bass. He left the band shortly after the tour happened on this record. But I mean, this is perfect metalcore. Yeah, once again, they weren't the first guys to do it. You can go with Converge and a few other bands from the late 90s, but goddamn, what metalcore became, this is the first album of that, and honestly the best. I mean, better than the Kill Switch stuff, better than every band that came out that came after it. I think it's better than the first two Avenged records. I mean, people obviously love the first two Avenged records, but
I don't think
this is better.
Avenged records holds a candle to this record.
The only record I think I would ever throw this up against would be the first Death by Stereo record. That's the only one. But even that first Death by Stereo is not like a proper metalcore record. No. But I would only throw it up here because we all came from the same city, same county. But yeah, in the end, this is just an incredible, perfect record. Brandon's drumming on here was the one thing that really hooked me when I was a kid. I think his drumming is so catchy, and I mean, I would almost kind of throw him up like when it comes to like catchiness as a drummer, I would throw this up there with like Dave Grohl when it comes to catchy drum parts and
in the scene, in this genre,
in the scene, yeah. I absolutely like he's like the Dave Grohl of metalcore, of hardcore, I would say, almost in a sense. I mean, his parts are so fucking good. But yeah, I mean, and in the end, nobody sounds like Alex. Nobody sounds like Brandon on vocals either. I mean, those two vocalists by themselves stand out from everybody else in the scene, or really anybody in rock music. Nobody sounds like these guys. It's fucking crazy that they found each other in this band. But yeah, Suicide Notes, Butt Kisses. Also the lyrics. We did this record a couple years ago on the podcast. Broke down Alex's lyrics. Fucking great lyrics. I love them. And then I agree with you on the guitars. Everything you said about the guitar playing, I agree with you. Banger, Someone Standing on My Chest. I just one of the gnarliest, hardest, most aggressive songs they put out, but still extremely melodic. I fucking love Someone Standing on My Chest. They actually recorded this originally on Facade, but this version's way, way better. Stinker, if I had to choose one, A Vampire's Lament. There's literally nothing wrong with this song. I just had to choose a stinker, and it's so late in the game, and it's just right before Lip Gloss and Black, which is just beyond fucking perfect. So I had to choose a fucking that's why it's my stinker. But otherwise, I love A Vampire's Lament. So
Good.
there you go. Suicide Notes and Butterfly Kisses are number ones. So we're gonna get into the curse. We're gonna break it down, all that good stuff. Talk about the lyrics, music, how it was made, this and that. And thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars if you're watching on YouTube. Smash that subscribe button. And that's it. That's all.
Fuck. Nothing.